What is up, guys? How y'all doing today? Welcome back to the channel for another episode of Retro Reviews. Just a short brief video today, an unboxing, right? I don't normally do these that many of these videos, an unboxing, but this is kind of a special thing here. This is a special item, so it's for my newly acquired Sega Saturn. So let's see what we got in here. This came from Australia. I believe it was Melbourne, Australia. Oh yeah, look at this. This is what I've been waiting for. I am looking forward to playing this game. There we go, got it. What do we have here but Castlevania Symphony of the Night on the Sega Saturn. So this is the long box, right? But I ordered this from Enigma Customs, right there. They do custom games, basically. So for those of you who don't know, Castlevania Symphony of the Night is it's one of the best Castlevania games. It's very highly regarded. It's talked about. You know, like people on Reddit are talk about it. There's a love for the game. Okay, so yeah, it came out on PlayStation 1, but also many people don't realize it also came out on the Sega Saturn, but it was a Japan release only. It did not come to North America originally. So, but nowadays we have companies like this Enigma Customs that will do these custom games, the cases, right, and the manual, right. This is so that's the thing. This didn't exist originally. So what they do is like they take the Japanese information, right, and they translate it to English, and they make a manual here. But it's, you know, the long box. Because the Japanese Saturn games, they came in like a regular CD jewel case. You know, just the regular square that you get a music CD. But yeah, here's a manual that they created. This is black and white print. But this is glossy here. Look, that's even an advertising for a game there. Crypt Killer. A glossy finish. But yeah, so this is a disc. That, you know, because this is the English translation of of the game, right? So that's kind of cool that, you know, they can make this. That's pretty stiff. Ooh. And they can make you this game. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. English translation on the Sega Saturn. I'm stoked about it, right? Here, let's put it back in there. Put the manual back in there. There you go, guys. Yeah, Enigma Customs. I found another company called Muscleheads, but I was going to check them out. But talking with people on the Reddit there, they're like, yeah, Muscleheads is okay, but they really recommended Enigma Customs. They said, well, two reasons. It's actually going to be cheaper and better quality. Like, okay, I told the guys, like, all right, you convinced me, you persuaded me. I'm going with Enigma, because when he said better quality, you know, that's what you want, right? So yeah, I'm excited to play this. I do have to wait on I'm still waiting on my Pseudo Saturn Kai 4-in-1 cartridge that will allow me to play this game. So that's the thing. When you play these games, either if you want to call it a repro game or a custom game, or some people call it a fan-made game, but yeah, any kind of like game like that, you do need the Pseudo Saturn Kai cartridge, and so I ordered that. That's on on its way from China. I ordered it from on AliExpress. So yeah, it's a 4-in-1 cartridge. I'll probably do a video on that one too. But yeah, it allows you to play import games and these type of games, because if you just ordered the regular Japanese version of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, you would need, you need some kind of cartridge to play it. If you have a US system like I do. But yeah, that's the cool thing about the Pseudo Sakai cart. You can play the import games, the repro games, and it has the 4 megabyte RAM expansion and a memory card also, because you do need some additional memory. So yeah, it's a 4-in-1. I definitely highly recommend it. So yeah, but yeah, how cool is this? Castlevania Symphony of the Night. How do you think? I mean, that looks like an official release, don't it? I mean, it's got the Konami on there. The only thing that's different is you see there the Enigma Customs there. So this is considered a custom game. It's not a reproduction game, because if it was a repro, they wouldn't have that on there. So that is their branding. But yeah, the artwork there. So pretty cool, right? Legacy of Evil returns. Yeah, so in this game you're controlling Alucard through most of the game. You control Richter like the first level, because it's like carrying over from the last game, Rondo of Blood. But anyways, Castlevania Symphony of the Night on the Sega Saturn, English translation. How cool is that? So yeah, another reason, like years ago when Saturn originally came out, this was not a thing. So I think I did okay by waiting as long as I did, because now is the better. There's no better time now, than to play a Saturn than right now, because when you got stuff like this available to you, right? And so yeah, I'll be getting more games too. Some of the classic arcades, Afterburner or Afterburner 2, Space Harrier. Those arcade games are available on the Saturn like this. So it's like, I'm liking the Saturn so far. So anyways, guys, just from the looks of this, what do you think? Do you think it looks like good quality? I mean, that's pretty professional grade. I would not imagine looking at that. It's like, yeah, that looks like a professional grade factory release game. That don't look like no homebrew thing. But this guy's a professional. He does a good job, right? He has all the equipment and everything. So yeah, there's a screen there there's the characters, Richter, Alucard, and is that, I can't make out that name, Area, something like that. There you go. There it is. English translation made by Night of Dragon. So there's the English translation version of who made the English translation. Anyways, guys, I'm stoked about it. Leave me your thoughts. What do you think about this? Have you even heard about stuff like this? That stuff like this exists nowadays. I'm also going to be getting some games for the Sega CD from this guy, because games that it's basically games that you can get and play that are like, the originals are crazy expensive on eBay for $1,000 or so or more. So it's like, that's not realistic. But you still want to play the game, and you want to play it on a CD, right? Not from an SD card. This is the way to go. I got this for like less than $50. I think it was like 48 something, and that included shipping from Australia to the United States. So it's like, that's pretty good. I mean, the shipping was like close to 20, I think. So it's like the game itself was like maybe $30. But then, so it was like 48 something total after the shipping from Australia from the land down under, right? To the United States. That ain't bad. That's not bad at all. Shipping from clear across the world, right? So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks once again for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and we'll talk about it. So until next time, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you when I see you. But if this is your first time to the channel, tap subscribe and then the bell ding ding so you're notified when I upload new videos. So until next time, guys, stay frosty, keep it retro, and come Lord Jesus.